Hi everyone, this is photographer dearly beloved. In this new video, I'll be more explicit on how to make a real and effective background manipulation for professionals. Today we'll be using a background from a professional photographer, Felix Crown, a professional photographer in Nigeria, to some celebrities. Before we go straight to the video, let me quickly tell you some factors to consider. Number one factor here is the direction and the positioning of the lights. Looking at this picture vividly, something missing in this picture is the low velocity of the fill light. The rest, my hair light and is intact, and I'm using the ray of my key lights, which is facing the model. The light I set behind is to give us some background reflection, comparing to the picture inspired us from Felix Crown. So in this picture, you see that there is some reflection from behind. Real quick, let's go straight to the business of today. Please, in order to help and encourage our channel to do another video like this, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. The first thing to do here is to remove the object from the background by duplicating our layers and cropping the background. And the next thing is to use your lasso tool to select around the object and go to your content aware fill. Something like this will pop up. What to do is just to deselect by Ctrl D and merge the layer together by pressing Ctrl Alt Shift E. After pressing your Ctrl Alt Shift E, so you can now use your removing tools to remove some blemishes, some area that is not needed in the background. I think this is still okay. Let's leave it like this. The next thing to do is to go to the main pictures and do some expansion. We have done some video on how to do some expansion. In order not to waste time, let's quickly go to. The next thing to do is to look at the perspective of the picture we are using. This color, looking at this color is pink and the background color is like orange. So we need to change the color to pink by clicking on Ctrl U. Okay, let's drag the background to the real pictures layers. For making use of the Ctrl U, and I've done some selection on this layer before. I've done some selection on the layer before, so I kept it by using my selecting tool techniques. There will be a video on how to do that in our next videos. So I drop the background. The next thing to do is to expand the background, and after expanding the background, I try to reduce my opacity to see where everything is falling. So I think and let me unhide it and let me bring my selection. I've done that before, so there's a video I made on how to recover how to keep your selected area instead of you losing it. So to bring your selected area, look for a plain layer and hold your Ctrl key and select the mask of the selected area. Or drag the layer to your background since you have loaded before. So drag the layer to your background. And hide the layer of the background. So there's something missing in this background, like that is not real, which is the color of the background and the color of the clothes. You can see. So to do that, let's quickly click on our Ctrl U. Let me increase the the opacity a bit. So let me click on our Ctrl U to mix the color together. So let's Ctrl U. So let's until we see a pink color. So let's try to look it. I think there is a pink color around here. Suit the clothes. Okay, let's keep trying till we get our preferable color. I think this is okay. Till we get our preferable color. Okay. So I think this is okay. So the next thing to do is to duplicate the layer and make one overlay and one normal for us to get the effective shadow. Maybe once we want to retain any shadow, so let's reduce the opacity of the normal a bit and let's see the effective of the overlay, which serves as our shadow. It's blend in the background and the image together like in case we need any shadow in the pictures, we can quickly paint on our normal layer. It's good to reduce the size of the brush to do that, and the opacity of the brush also. So let's try to fix some area in the hair aspect. So let's click on our overlay. Don't forget, overlay helps us to blend in our background and our image, the sharper area, to just blend it. So we are in overlay area to make it soft. So keep brushing till it blends together. It blends in together and make it more real. So that's the effective of the overlay under. So our normal aspect of it in 2Fs, where you see you can paint with white brush a bit, lower the level opacity of the brush, keep painting till you get what you want. So the opacity is around, you can see. So let's increase my opacity. So I'm still on the normal layer, so I'm still getting some harsh area here, so I'm trying to fix it with my brush, which is on the normal layer. So let me keep painting till it gets more real. So once your customer zoom in, it will be like, and this thing is real, it's not Photoshop though. So that's the main effective, the most effective area of manipulation. So trying to understand masking your overlay and normal layer, that's just the principle. So let's zoom out. So there's let's look at some area we missed out. I think it's okay like that. The next thing to do is just to bring about our reflection. So we need reflection in the image. So to do that, let's just do some Ctrl J in our background layer. So after the Ctrl J in our background layer, so let's move it in between the normal layer and the overlay layer. So let's just press on our Ctrl T and press on our flip horizontal. So after that, you will see there's, you will note some changes, but you may not be able to see it properly now until we do one or two things. So let's apply some mask. So by clicking on mask, so for us to be able to work on it properly. So after the mask area, so there's something we should notice in this image. There is a glass, so we need the reflection have to be real. So for the reflection not to affect, if you are to be turning the picture upside down, it will affect the picture. For the reflection not to affect the picture too much, so that's the main reason I'm doing it this way. There's a lot of ways to do a reflection on image, but this way I think is better for this kind of background. If you have to see this background and there's reflection there, so to do it in this way for it to be real than the other way. So as you can see, the layer is showing a bit after we've turned it upside down. It's showing a bit in the in its layer. So the next thing to do is just for us to clean some parts away that is not needed. So you may not see it. You may not see it vividly because it's in between the normal layer and the overlay layer. So after cleaning, making some cleaning, so you can move it closer to your picture. You can still see the picture under the normal layer picture. You can still see it's still showing a bit. So move it closer to your image. So that serves our reflections. Clean it very well. Just don't clean the reflected area we needed, which is the model's leg. So it's just the only layer we needed there. So I think it's okay like that. So I think it's okay like that. Just try to print away, as you can see. So it's obvious. So I think the next thing to do is just to bring about my color grading. So let me go to my previous work and just select my color grading and my logo. So let me just bring it in. You can find my color grading so funny. It's not my fault. I've been doing it since a lot of years back, so I don't like copying or using other people's photographs color grading. So I've been doing it, so that's the main reason it's up like this. I can even give it out, so there will be a link in some of my videos that I will give you guys. So the next thing to do here, I'm selecting the model skin. I don't like the selection to affect the background and the model clothes. I don't like my selection, like my color grading, to affect both my clothes, and so that's the main reason I love to select my work. So select the skin of my model, so and exempt the background and the clothes aspect. So I'll try to make some perfect selection. Yes, so I don't like changing of color in my model's clothes for some reasons. So for those of you using all these advanced CC for editing, you will find all these things easier while selecting the skin instead of you doing all this rubbish. This my CC is old fashioned, so I think I've made some proper selection. I'm okay with this, so I'm sorry. So the next thing for that, I love to feather it, so let me just feather it by 22 or 12. Let me do it 12 or 13 is okay like that. So I will be deleting the previous selection and be clicking on mask for the new selection. So and then I will hold on my Alt to share it. I hold on my Alt to be sharing it one by one till it affects. Because this may not be the perfect color grading, everybody has its own, but me, I just love my work since I'm the one that invented it. So so after that, this is kind of ash, so let me reduce this opacity a bit. So let me just, I think it's okay. So let me reduce the opacity a bit. So okay, let me bring my logo up also. So I need my logo at the top, so let me click on V. Let me click on V to, yes, this is my logo. Let me click on V to bring it up. I think it's here somewhere around the corner. I've been looking for it, so let me just put it in case I want to crop the image a bit. Let me put it at that edge and not too far from the image in case I want to crop it. So the next thing to do is just to match everything. Okay, I love to do double selection for my logo to pop up. The next thing to do is just to match everything together. So you can see the reflection now. You can see like the way we did it. So let's match everything together by clicking on Ctrl-Shift-Alt-E. So what I'm about to do is just to brighten the image by using my camera raw, doing some camera raw again. So Ctrl-Shift-A. So for my camera raw, let me just lose the previous conversion. So let me brighten the image a bit. So let me brighten it a bit. So let me increase the shadow also. Let me increase my exposure, my shadow. So there's, I think I'm okay with that. So okay, fine. I think it's cool. You can see it's becoming more real. So let me recrop it. Let me crop my image. Let me just recrop it. Need to just crop it, and I think I'm okay with this. Yes, I think I'm okay with this. So it's not too edited. The manipulation is real. It's not, I think it's kind of mature. No one you will present this to that won't like it. So let's just save it. So let's save with JPEG and enter. So there's other ways to save your image. So like in case of web, what's got to be more sharper, more to bring about more quality. There's another way to do that. So let's just press enter. So the picture is, I think it's very nice. It's okay, it's real. What do you think? Put your comments in the comment section. So let's look at before and after of this image. So this is the before, this is the light. If I zoom it in, you will see some light behind the model's leg. Behind the model's leg is because of this light I place, so it will bring about some reflection from the glass, and you can see the light. It affects the hand, the arm, the leg, so to me everything looks more real. You can go to my Instagram page at Daily Belovedayo-David to see the image. You will see that fine, this thing is quite down. You can also share the video to your friend. Please subscribe.